So, what I wanted to talk about today was something that affects almost all business owners this time of year. We start getting into tax season, yay, right? Uh, there's a couple things that you need to know as a business owner that isn't in the textbook, if you will, being a business owner. Part of that is what kind of filings we're going to need for the tax year. And as a business owner, you're going to have a few that are going to come up. One of the ones that's going to come up all the time, and you may make mistakes on it a lot of the times. That's going to be the 1099. The 1099, if you look at it, the 1099 is for contractors, right? So anybody that you paid $600 or more during the tax year, you paid them via cash or check or Zelle or any other type of cash transfer, you're going to have to file this tax form on their behalf, right? So this 1099, it changed a little bit this year. It used to be 1099-MISC. This year it's going to be 1099-NEC. So just to look and see what that looks like here, I use this tax 1099 to do 1099 filings for my own business. I don't really do a lot for my clients. If I do, it's usually because we're doing the bookkeeping for them. So we just go in and just file the 1099s as they come. But the 1099 NEC is non-employee compensation, right? So we're going to file this only for non-employees, and that means our contractors, anybody that we paid, any individual that we paid, or even a business that we paid that is not a corporation. Okay, if it's an S corporation or if it's a C corporation, you do not have to worry about this. All right, but if it is a individually disregarded LLC, you're going to have to worry about this, right? The safest thing to do is usually to request a W-9 when you're dealing with anybody that you're going to make a cash payment of over $600 to. Or you could say, hey, I'm going to pay you in credit card, right? You pay in credit card, you're good to go, right? What happens is a 1099-K gets filed for these people who are accepting payments via credit card, and then you don't have to worry about it, right? But we have to file these from time to time. Yeah, so this is tax 1099, which is what I use. And if you're in there, you can, they give you a nice little good instruction when you need to file a 1099-NEC. Yeah, you basically need to file it when you made it to somebody, any individual really, that was not an employee that you paid at least $600 during the year, right? That's the gist of it. Now, what you're supposed to be doing throughout the year, although many business owners don't do this, is if you know you're going to pay somebody over $600, you want to request a W-9 from them, right? So I'm just going to look this up really quick. Form W-9. And this W-9 is going to list a couple things. And some people may have requested it from you, which would, especially if you're doing a contract with somebody, they're going to look for a W-9. So you need to have one of these on file if you are a business owner. And all this is it just says, this is who I am. This is how I'm going to claim the income, right? And what the IRS does is it takes these 1099s and it matches it to your income, right? And if you are underreporting your income, they're going to say, hey, where is this income coming from, right? Because we see that the person you did business with, let's say, Billy Bob Supply Company, right? You did business with Billy Bob Supply Company. He said he paid you $600 or more per year, right? So he said he paid you $10,000, right? They look at your Schedule C and they don't see at least $10,000 in your revenue line. They're gonna assess you more taxes, right? And they're gonna say that didn't work right. So when you're filling out these 1099s or these W-9s here, if you are filling it out on your person, you'll fill it right there. If you're filling it out through your business name or disregarded entity name, so if you're an LLC, a single member LLC, you're going to fill out this business name right here. And you're going to fill out just the address. You're going to fill out how you're taxed, right? And then you're going to fill out your EIN, and then you're going to sign. And when you give that to people, that's what they're going to sign, right? There's really not too much to that other than just getting the W-9. Then you're going to go in, and when you file for your 1099 here, I'll just show you what the 1099-NEC form looks like. Okay. So you see it's going to be your name right up here, right? You're going to have the recipient's name right here. You're going to have your your tax ID number, which is going to be your EIN, or it's going to be your social security number if you're a sole proprietorship that hasn't incorporated. And then you're going to fill out whatever's on your W-9, right? That's going to be all you're going to put right here. And then you're going to just put in this box right here, box number 1, the total amount of compensation that you paid that person. Now, if you have QuickBooks actually has a function there in the contractors section to just issue a straight 1099 or a W-9 to somebody, right? It goes directly to their email box, and then they fill it out, and you're going to have their social security number. You're going to be able to go in and file these 1099s fairly easily, right? You can actually do it within the system of QuickBooks. Pretty easy to do. Yep, so that's 1099s. A lot of people miss that, and a lot of people miss filing it. There are fines and penalties for not filing them. So it's best to go ahead and file them as quickly as you can. Sometimes you may miss it if you file it. It's actually kind of rare that they assess a penalty there on the 1099s, even though it is a pretty expensive penalty that they could, levy against you. They actually don't levy it very often, right? So they just want to see it come in. The IRS really just is looking for compliance on this. So just do your best to get the 1099s as they come in, right?